Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss how to typeset certain special matrices using LaTeX. For that purpose, let us take up the Technique Center editor and a simple file like this, in which we are using KBorder Matrix style file. The coding is like this: m equal to and then slash KBorder Matrix curly brace open, within which we give the elements of the matrix. On compilation, we will find is like this. We find that the columns as well as rows are labeled. This X and Y appear as a separate row above the matrix, and A and B appear as a separate column on the left of the matrix. Suppose you are interested in changing the delimiters of this KBorder matrix, then we can use the command, renew command, KBL delim and then KBR delim. With this, we can have a matrix like this with a parenthetical matrix. Suppose you want to reduce the inter-column spacing, you can use the command array call sep 2 point. Remember, with KBorder matrix, we can have the labels at the top and on the left. We cannot have any line inside the matrix. No vertical line, no horizontal line. For that purpose, we have to use the style file block array, BLK array. With that, we have the output like this. The coding is begin block array, and for the 6 columns, we give the column specifiers like this. First column is right aligned, the remaining columns are centered, and then we give the first row text column J and then down arrow. Second row is down arrow. That is what we have here, column J and down arrow. And then we begin another environment block. The column specifiers of this are exactly the same as the case of block array. However, we give the delimiters here and also the pipe symbols, and therefore we have the delimiters and the vertical line as necessary in our case. You may wonder what is the purpose of Math C Lab that we have used here. With Math C Lab, we have here a box of 0 width, and this material column J is centered about that box. Suppose I remove this, then you will find here to accommodate column J, here we will have more of spacing on the left hand side and on the right hand side. Suppose we say Math L lab, then you will have a box of 0 width and the matter is aligned towards left. Similarly, if you have Math R lab, you can have a box of 0 width and the matter column J is on the right hand side. In this particular case, we use Math C lab, then you get the alignment properly like this. Then consider another matrix of 9 columns. Here you have a matrix of 9 columns, and notice that the labels are on the right hand side and also at the bottom. The coding is like this. The first row is right aligned, the remaining 8 columns are centered, and then we begin the block. Here we begin the block. You will have the same column specifies here, of course with the inclusion of the delimiters, square bracket here, that is what we have here. And then the block will be ended here, and then after the block you have one more row I and j, that is what you have at the bottom. Then let us consider yet another case of 10 columns. In this case, here we have first column, second column, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10. 10 column matrix is here. We have the vertical line here and also the horizontal line here. What we do is, after the first row we begin the block and we use the same column specifiers here. The first entry is a dash underscore 1, that is what we have here. A underscore 1 is in the second column. And then normally in a tabular environment, multi-column command. With block array package, we use a command /ba multi-column and 4 columns here, and the matter is centered, and we remember to use the pipe symbol. The argument here is multi-row, 4 rows, and then I. Here you have I here. Similarly, you can have J, K and L. If you want, you can use the command, let us say huge, and then this I alone will be available in the huge font. Now remember here to use the C line and not H line. Do not use a H line here to get this line. Let us consider the next case of 8 columns like this, and you have here a box 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6 are enclosed within a block. We use the pipe symbol to get the vertical line. We use C line to get the horizontal line. Therefore, we have here a box. After the block, you have a separate row like this, and that is what you have here. Then let us consider yet another case. We would like to have the horizontal as well as a vertical line. Therefore, necessarily we have to use begin block array, end block array. And then there are 5 columns. After the 4th column, we give the pipe symbol you have here. And this has to be centered about the so many rows and so many columns. Therefore, we use BA multi-column 4 centered, and then multi-row 2 star A. Again, if you want, you can increase the font size of this A. Then other codings are familiar to you. Now, suppose you feel that the inter-column spacing is large or inter-row spacing is large, then you may use, normally with an array, we use the command array call sep. With block array, we have to use the command /ba at call sep, and on compilation you will find inter-column separation and inter-row separation decreases as in this case. Notice that if you are not interested in having the horizontal and vertical lines, then the coding becomes much simpler as shown on the right hand side, and this is achieved by using small matrix environment provided by AMS Math package. Thank you very much for watching. We shall continue in another video. Thank you very much.